Are you there? Guess so. Trade all my thumb sucks for a bitch. I'm sick of all the same old shit. Masturbation's lost its fun. You're fucking lazy. Maybe it is live. Hi, caller. You got MOX News. You're going to have to turn down the volume on your computer. How are you doing? Good. Who is this? I'm sorry. I have to say again. What did you say? About my program. You mean the live show?
Yeah.
Well, the live show is basically just something new that we're experimenting with. I'm just trying to reach out to the 80,000 subscribers that we have to discuss whatever it is really that's on your mind. Is there something on your mind?
Yes, I actually wanted to talk about something that's a really controversial topic. And, although I'm young, I still, watch the news, and I try to watch all types of news. And I was just wondering what you thought about immigration from Muslim countries and what you thought about that.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I have a real problem with immigrants, but it doesn't matter what country they're from. Including the United States. And the problem is that in my state, in Washington State, since we've legalized marijuana, supposedly there's like 6,000 people a day moving to this state, and I don't see how we can handle that many people. The price of housing has gone through the roof. The infrastructure is just overloaded. You can't drive anywhere without just having to be like rush hour traffic 24/7, and it doesn't have anything to do with immigrants from Mexico or immigrants from Canada or immigrants from whatever Muslim country it is you think is evil. It has to do with, I mean, I don't want the people from New Jersey moving here. I don't want the people from California. I wish we could just stop, for a little while and reset everything. And the whole thing about about immigration that no one ever talks about is infrastructure. Our infrastructure is 1920s design, basically, and it was not designed to hold all the people that it's now holding. And there's nothing being done to upgrade it, to bring us into the 21st century. And this country was built on infrastructure. It has nothing to do with the military. It has everything to do with, we had the most up-to-date, the most newest technologically advanced infrastructure of the time when America became great, because it was all new. And now we've just let it fall into crumbles. Bridges are crashing down with rush hour traffic on them. And it's like nobody even sees that as a national security threat. That's probably the biggest national security threat, because our country can't go forward without a 21st century infrastructure.
That's also about the generations nowadays are just so kind of, I guess you could call them snowflakes, and I'm sorry if that offends you, but, I think that the generation nowadays is kind of ruining the country, and I'm kind of scared to see what happens when I get older.
When you say the generation now, which generation is it that you're talking about?
I'm talking about, like, the generation, like, born 2000s, early 2000s.
Millennials.
The millennials.
So, and how old are you?
I'm pretty young. I'm 14.
Well, here's the deal, okay? What I see is it's not necessarily the millennials as all the generations that came before yours, just refusing to take up the task that needs to be done. Has nothing to do with Muslim or Muslim countries. What has to be done is this country has to be brought into the 21st century. We have to recognize all the problems that are really facing us and the world right now, because right now it looks like we're just a bunch of lemmings running off a cliff after chasing the person in front of us, running off the cliff. And while we're doing it, we're taking selfies, you know? And it's insane. And what I'm telling you is you can't count on any generation. What has to happen for your generation is you must begin to take charge now. It's your generation that's going to solve all the problems, because this generation ain't doing shit. And you can talk and you can point at any generation that's current. They're not doing shit. And that's the problem, is that when you're your age, you have the time to decide, you know, what's important. But people, once they get into building their lives and their world, they get into a groove, you know, or a rut, but I call it a groove. And the thing is that they don't want to rock the boat, because their groove is just fine. You know, it's like we're cruising right along. It's good. We're good where we're at. But, you know, if they rock the boat too much, then they might get out of that groove, and it might become very rocky waters, and it's too easy just to stay where you're at. But you're coming from a position where you don't really have that. You're looking at the world and you're saying, gosh, I really would prefer to have a better world to move into. You can organize now at your age with all your friends and say, we're going to stop war profiteering, because our parents aren't doing anything about it. And that's the 100% of the problem, is war profiteering, because we'd have money for universal health care, for schools, for free college, for anything that we wanted, if we just took war profiteers out behind the chemical shed and shot them in the fucking head. Sorry.
Wait, could I just ask, who did you root for during the election? Don't worry about it, I've heard worse.
Vote for? Root for?
Yeah. Or not root for, I'm sorry. Who did you root for? That's a private question.
Well, you know, I can't stand Hillary Clinton. I can't stand Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton has done nothing but sell everyone down the river every minute of the day that she's been in power for the last 50 years. It's been solely about Hillary Clinton for her. And Donald Trump, I don't see him as anything but a narcissist that's everything is about Donald Trump. So...
I mean, it's better than Hillary Clinton.
Oh, it's better than Hillary. There's no doubt. I have to agree.
And before I have to go, can I give a shout out to my dad?
What's your name?
Oh, my name's Dean.
D?
Dean.
Dean.
Yeah.
Like, do you know the band Ween?
No, not that. Like Dean, like Dean Martin.
Yeah, do you know the band Ween? W-E-E-N?
No, I don't.
No. It's two twins, Dean and Jean Ween. They're amazing musicians. Anyways, thanks a bunch for calling, Dean. Yeah, you can go ahead and give a shout out to anybody you like.
All right, I just want to say hi, Dad.
Hey, Dean, do you think that maybe your dad should contribute to MOX News to make sure it's here in 2018?
I don't know. He doesn't know about the program. I'm going to actually send him a text right now and just tell him to check out my call, because I think it's really cool that I got on.
Right on, Dean.
But he's kind of, I mean, his ideology is kind of like yours in some context. I think he would enjoy the program.
Right on. We'll definitely let him know about it. Thanks a bunch for calling.
Yeah. Have a safe night.
You too.
Bye.
That was nice. Dean sounded like a really person that's concerned about the future. How about the rest of you? Are you concerned about the future? Are you concerned about sexual harassment? Anybody want to be harassed by me? I'm very good at sexual harassment, you know. Actually, I'm not good enough. If I was really good at it, I'd get laid more, I'm sure. But I got no one to harass, so I just flirt. Is flirting harassing? Can it be? Is flirting harassing? Because I'll tell you, I personally enjoy being sexually harassed by the right person. You know, not by a dude necessarily, or my boss, but when I was, well, I'm gonna save that story. I don't even know if there's anybody watching. I'm not gonna tell stories when nobody's watching. Caller, where's the callers? Did it get turned off? Did the phone get turned off? Are you guys not there? Do you guys not care? Or not here anymore? Just not matter? Are we done with MOX News? Is this the end of it? Because if you guys don't want to call, I don't need to be here. We can go other places. Do other things. Red on my thumb sucks for a bitch. Sick of all the same old shit. When masturbation's lost its fun, you're fucking lazy. Bite my lip and close my eyes. Take me away to paradise. Alright, so I guess there's no reason to do this if you guys don't wanna communicate. I mean, I know it's live, right? Because Gene found it. If Gene found it, the rest of you guys can find it, can't you? Is the telephone number up there? Can you see the telephone number? MOX News is live now. Hey, look at that. We got a call. Let's see. Hey, caller, you're going to have to turn... We lost a call. Oh, well. Did I do something wrong on that one? I don't know. Let's see. Hello, caller. This is MOX News. You're going to have to turn on the volume on your computer. Who's this? Who is it? Well, you guys didn't hear, but he said he was the Zodiac Killer. I believe the Zodiac Killer is in jail. Calling from jail. You're using your one phone call today to call MOX? Wow, I am touched, Z. How you doing, man? Z, good to hear from you. All right, so nobody wants to be sexually harassed by MOX. Is that right? Just wondering. Because I'd like to be sexually harassed by someone. I think that was our first troll phone caller. Trade on... you guys, I'm just sitting here lonely. Trade on my thumb sucks for a bitch. Sick of all the same old shit. When masturbation's lost its fun, you're fucking lazy. Let's see, Piercy? Piercy? The look in my eyes. Which look is that? Which awkward look are you talking about? Dabs. I can't even read what you guys are saying. Would you like to be beat up by someone? Why, you think you can beat me up? Come on, guys. Why aren't you calling? Don't you have a phone? Even I have a phone. I'm poor. I have a phone. You're afraid. You're afraid to call. Where are all you trolls? Come on. You trolls got the biggest balls in the world, right? When you're behind the keyboard and no one can see you or hear you. Where are you at, trolls? Come on. You get a chance to talk to Moxie. King of the trolls. I troll the president. I troll Hillary Clinton. I troll Bernie Sanders. I troll the war criminals. Meanwhile, you guys are trolling me. Wow. Impressive. Where's all the fucking trolls? Come on. Where's the good people? Okay, the trolls are pussies. We got that. Where's the good people? Good people. I know there's some good people. Mitchell. I do have a landline. Crazy, huh? The chosen. When do I not troll Israel? Fuck Israel. How's that? Fuck Israel. Is that good enough trolling of the chosen ones for you? What? Come on, you guys. What? Where are you at? You don't have phones? Now I'm Chinese. I am not Chinese. Although, if you know a nice Chinese, I'd love to meet her. I am not Chinese. You're Chinese. Your towel. Okay, this is what you guys wanted, me just sitting here spouting off to the camera, because I can do that without going live. I do it much better when we don't go live. Let's see. Caller, you gotta turn off the volume on your computer. You're live on MOX News. Who's this? Hey, who's this?
Donald Trump. I'm calling you from Air Force One.
Oh!
And it's huge. It's huge. Air Force One is huge. Have you ever flown on it? I bet you won't. Someday, when you're rich like me, you'll be the president and you'll get to fly on Air Force One, because it's a huge, huge plane.
Well, it's nice to hear from you, Mr. POTUS.
I spent the week in Asia. I don't know if you noticed. Had a lot of time visiting with world leaders.
Did you get to enjoy some Asian food?
I wanted to go visit Little Rocket Man, but he didn't want to visit with me. So he called me old, so I had to call him fat and short. It was quite funny.
It was quite funny.
You know,
it was quite fun. Good for you.
We wanted to go visit the DMZ, but they said I could only do that on the Call of Duty game, so I'm working up on that to first-person shooter. I hear you're really good at that game. Maybe we should exchange Xbox handles so we can play some first-person shooter, you and me, mano a mano.
I do not do the COD. I don't like things that are too realistic. I prefer something that's like fighting monsters or aliens or something like that.
Sorry about that. Forgot you're a pacifist. A mistake. All my nuclear weapons would definitely trump your small little bow and arrow or whatever it is you use for your fisticuffs.
I prefer a pointed stick. I think using anything more than a pointed stick is just not really honorable.
So one other question: what do you think? Should we get rid of Jeff Sessions? I think he's in a little bit of trouble there.
Jeff Sessions, I don't know how you can have people, these dinosaurs at the top, who clearly are losing their minds from dementia and early onset of Alzheimer's.
Who should we put in that position to help legalize marijuana for the rest of the country? If anyone knows, Mox, it's you.
You know who should be in that? Ron Paul should be in that position.
Well, what if someone came up behind him in his lawnmower and knocked him down like his son and broke all of his ribs? It might kill the poor man.
Rand Paul is a fucking pussy. And Ron Paul, I think, would be a little more prepared for that sort of situation.
Perhaps. I bet he has a nice arsenal of weapons at home. I do believe he's not a pacifist.
No, I'm quite sure he has a nice double-barrel shotgun that he'd love to introduce anybody to that wants to pass it the wrong way, look the wrong way at him.
But I understand personally.
He
I
looks
just
like
want to
that.
let you know, Mox, we like what you're doing out there. I know your people don't necessarily like me because it seems like you're bashing more on me than you are on Hillary, but I do appreciate your bashing on her too.
Well, Hillary is a nobody now. Hillary doesn't count anymore. All that matters is the big Don.
We all know that Hillary has a kill switch, and she's got plenty of dirt on the whole entire country, and she'll take everyone down with her if anyone takes her down.
She's already down. She is out for the count. She has lost all. You KO'd her once and for good, and for that I will thank you, because the only comments that I see towards Hillary anymore are "go away."
Well, I guess we can all thank everyone for that. I do like it when she and Bill come to visit my resorts and play golf, though. I just want to state that for the record. It's nice when the foundation spends money at the Donald resorts.
Well, you feel that way about everyone, though, right?
Even the Secret Service.
Even the...
Better go. They're telling me that I have a meeting coming up very soon with a porcelain bowl. I'm not sure what that's about.
What about people from Muslim countries coming to your golf resorts?
As long as their money spends the same, it's fine with me. I will do my best to have them in the ones that are outside the country.
That's what I thought you said.
That's right, because I am the Donald, and I hate all Muslims. We know this to be true. I won't admit it in public, but you heard it first here on the MOXnews.com.
That's an exclusive.
So everybody, I'm gonna put out a quick plug, shameless plug for Moxie. He's doing a great job. If all of you people would just donate $1 to Moxie like I do, you will be amazed at what he can do. Just $1 from each of you, maybe once a month for Christmas. Help him out, because he does believe in Christmas. Even though I don't think Moxie is a Christian,
I don't think Christmas has anything to do with Christians. So we're clear.
It's pretty commercialized, you're right, and you all should buy my daughter Ivanka's fragrance line and things of that nature every Christmas too.
Your daughter needs to come out with the line of yoga pants.
That would not be a bad idea. I could grab all those girls by the pussy much easier if I could see the camel toe through the yoga pants.
Yeah, she could even put a bullseye on them for you.
We could. The problem is you have to be careful, because many American women have a weight problem, much as I do. I'm a bit portly as the president, but I'm a man, and keep in mind, men age like fine wine and women age like milk. So we all know that when they get a little big in the booty and they get a little big all the way around, you have a bit of problem with the yoga pants, because that cute little pussy that has a camel toe is not always a camel toe. It becomes a moose knuckle. So on that note, I must go, because they're calling me to the porcelain bowl meeting, and I'm not sure what that is, but something tells me they're full of shit.
Thanks, Dawn. You have a caller. Caller, you have to turn down the volume on your computer. Hey, this is Mike. You're at MOX News. Whoa. Oh, what? You there? Hello?
This is not Donald Trump. All right, that was not Donald Trump.
Who's this?
This is just the average viewer on YouTube, and I'm just gonna say that was not Donald Trump. I have evidence.
You have evidence? Present them.
Well, excuse me, but last time I heard Donald Trump was the president, and he doesn't have time to go on YouTube doing this. I just want to point that out. And the caller who just called is pretty much a cock.
A cock? What? How did you find that word? Hello? I guess that's the end of that caller. Hello? All right. Well, I don't know. That sounded kind of like the first caller, didn't it? Dean, was that you? You spoke up a little bit on that call, so that was better. You guys got to speak up, okay? Because I don't have the HD line, and, you know, it's like, it comes through a little bit muddy. We want to make sure everybody can hear what's going on. I can't see the chat room. I got to show the chat room. How do I see the chat room? Let me see what's happening here. I got to get a better eye on this chat room, guys. Let's see. Is that it? Can I see it now? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Sorry about the lighting. I'm not very good at this. Hollywood. That Dean? You're welcome, Dean. Anytime, bro. You come on by. Okay, so is that it, you guys? Nice to hear from Dawn, I guess. Does anyone have anything positive to say? Oh, okay. So we're in the middle of a pledge drive. I keep mentioning that, right? It's really easy to donate. There's like a clickable link right below this video and below all the videos. And it says at the end of all the videos, Mox News survives solely on your tips and your donations. And I mentioned in my last video that no one had donated since the last live show, and still no one's donated. So and I'm telling you, it's not that I want money. It's that this is the way the world works. And if I don't have some support, I have to go find it some other way. So please let me know if you support Mox News moving into 2018 with a $5 donation. That's what I'm asking for. Dawn says to donate $1. If you donate $1, I get 67 cents. And PayPal takes the rest. So, and if you donate through the Patron, you know, Patron takes some, and then the PayPal takes some on top of that. And if you donate through the Bitcoin, and you Bitcoin people sitting on tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of just found money, can't kick down $5? What the fuck? Caller, you got to turn down the volume on your computer. This is Mike. Who's this? Did you just fuck my sound? You did. Ah. Just fuck my sound. Is it still going? Can you guys still hear it? It's still going? Really, that was a good try. You almost got me. I think. Can you guys hear it? Is it still echoing in the? How come I can still hear? It's not still echoing. I don't think. Is it? All right. So you guys done calling then? Is that it? We're over here. Yeah. Okay. Like I was saying, you Bitcoin people, what's the deal? You know, it's gonna cost you pennies to give me $5, and you're not doing it. Nobody's doing it. Big zero since the last live show. No one can explain that. My roommate says I need to sell T-shirts. He says you guys would prefer to have something like this. He says I have to sell them for $50 in order to be able to make a little bit of money off of them. It's not even a good-looking shirt. Oh man, you know, I would do a lot more to make it look much prettier than that. Before, but it's I don't see. I hate merchandising. You know, I hate commercialism. Really, what I want to do is I want to have a discussion about advertising. I personally believe advertising should be illegal. And I can't believe that you guys haven't insisted on laws being passed to make advertising illegal that's focused towards children completely illegal. Because it's just a mind fuck on your children. And nobody does anything about it. How can you allow that to go on? I don't really understand. I mean, I don't have kids. I guess you guys are busy. You guys with the kids are really, really busy. I get that. You know, we're all busy. We all have stuff going on. But Read the chat. What? Merchandise? What is it you want? It's a call-in show. Read the chat. Hey, this is Mike. You got to turn down the volume on your computer. Who's this?
Hi, I'm Derek.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Who's this?
My name's Derek. I live in Wisconsin.
Right on. So what do you think about advertising?
I think definitely pharmaceutical ads should be taken down. I think that I don't believe on other countries.
I'm having trouble understanding you. I'm sorry.
Pharmaceutical ads?
Are you on speakerphone?
No.
Okay.
Oh wait, maybe. Let me.
Go ahead. Oh, I think I lost him.